Hey guys, I'm Azanian Doll and this is
I'm Mani
and this is
Two Girls, One Mic.
Okay, so this is funny because two girls, one girl, but like one mic at this time.
Yes.
So we decided to create this podcast to talk about like things that girls experience, and
Just real ass talk.
yeah, we're not gonna filter anything.
Just keep it 100.
Exactly. No, it's gonna be as real as it gets.
Yeah.
And some of you may not like it, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. The truth hurts. And
But we need some real stuff out there because I feel like everything is so filtered nowadays and it doesn't really show the real reality of life.
and everyone wants to look like the cool person that's like,
Perfect.
oh, I know. It's like it's either you're an alpha male or like you a hoe, and we neither of those. We just girls
Yeah.
with a mic. We just two girls and a mic. You know. But yeah. So today we're gonna talk about everything we've learned so far
For 2024, like 2024 was a year. Like it was just a year. I feel like everyone, if you go onto your FYP, if you go onto Instagram, everyone's like 2024 was a year of hell. What do you think? Was yours a year of hell?
I don't know. This was a weird year. It's like it was horrible, but it made me appreciate like a lot of things.
I
It's
feel
like there were so many painful moments where I felt like I was dying, and then there was so many like beautiful moments where I was like, this is worth living.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. Because like it's painful moments, but like it's moments that actually help you grow. Because most of the
Exactly.
moments were like hell, but it's like not a repetitive hell. It's like hell and then good, hell and then good. Like a roller coaster.
I don't you like, oh my, it's like when someone bites you and then they heal you and you're like, am I supposed to hate you or like love you?
Like our toxic relationship.
Exactly.
Literally that.
Because you hurt me, then you healed me, then you hurt me, then you heal me. But yeah, so what's like the one thing that you want to leave behind 2024
Within myself or like in general?
in general?
I think I'd want to leave behind all my pain. Like I don't want to carry it into the new year. I just want to start clean and be like, you know what, if I'm gonna talk about my pain or if I'm gonna speak about anything regarding my pain, it's to heal. So not anything of like, oh shit, I'm in pain still. Nah, I'm not in pain anymore. I'm healing from my pain.
I love that.
And you?
Fear and doubt. I feel like a lot of things in my life are just, they're all sourced from like pain and doubt.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like if it was not for that, then I would totally be in like a very, very different position, because it's like, you know, they're actually peeping through the window.
I
right?
know, I'm so staring. Like I'm staring because they're peeping.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, but I feel like it's because of you're overthinking too. Because like fear and doubt is because you're overthinking a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, there's a lot of things that you want to start and you like doubting yourself. Am I good enough? Or like, you know, when you're with someone and you ask yourself, am I good enough? It's like fear and doubt, and I'm like, I don't want to have those. I just want to like jump into things, and if it makes me look like you know, dumb to the public, that's okay. And I feel like one of the most things that have made me like be scared of like a lot of things is having like a huge following. It's like there's too many eyes now. It's like hard. If I fail, there's someone that's like seeing it.
Yeah.
When I was starting out, it was easy because it's like no one really cares.
Yeah, it's whatever.
No
It's
one's
whatever
watching.
thing.
Exactly. And I was like, oh shit, I have the entire internet watching. It's like, what if I actually fuck up? I'm giving them a reason to be like, oh,
But the thing is, I think whether you do good or bad, people will always talk.
that's true.
And that's just something that you're going to have to live with. So that fear and doubt is something that I feel like you can work through.
I think so, because one thing I've learned also is that people will totally dismiss the good things you do.
Exactly.
The good parts about me that happened this year when I was like, I'm graduating, everyone just turned a blind eye.
Literally.
And then a few weeks later, there comes an empty thing, and everyone's like all over it.
Why?
Exactly.
Ooh.
Exactly. But when I'm graduating, it's like,
And I feel like this podcast is going to be helpful towards that, because like you can actually express yourself, and other people who actually want to get to know you will actually be like, oh fuck, she's actually a genuine person, she's actually a good person,
you know. And you can't get that from like my pictures, because like my pictures are just me going to studio and then like shooting, and then I come back home and then I do the rest of things that I do, you know. People will look at your pictures, think this is how you are in real life, and
assume bullshit.
I know. I was once in Pretoria this other time, and I was with my friend, and a dude walked past me and was like, oh, you actually exist, this is you, like this. And in my head I'm like, did you expect me to wear lingerie and all that stuff? Like I'm me. I'm like super normal. I'm a normal person. Everything that you see, you probably saw like a month's worth of content. That was probably shot in 3 days.
Literally.
That was probably shot in 3 days, and then I went on with my life.
Yeah, no, they just see all the things on social media and they expect that's all that you are, but they don't know the depth of who you are, and that there's so much different layers. It's like an onion.
Exactly.
And they only know the outskirts of the onion, which you put, like, which you show on social media. Because I mean, when I started posting things on social media, people were asking me like, what am I doing? Am I selling myself? I'm like, what? Like, there's this whole scene of, oh shit, she's doing this, she's doing that, and I'm like, nah, like, I'm literally just getting my following up, being a model, and it doesn't mean that I do certain shoots that's what I am. Like, there's a lot of other layers that you don't know what I'm doing, you don't know who I am.
Exactly. People think everything they see on social media, that's just it, because you don't post what goes on of social media, and that's actually kind of fucked up.
Now I feel like this year the biggest thing I realized about social media is that people will always think the worst part when, like, I posted about my abortion, and they were just assuming that, oh, she just has abortions all the time. I'm like, I was crying in that video. Can you not see I let out such a big part of my life? Because that's a big thing. A lot of females don't want to talk about that.
I feel like I would not just go publicly with like my abortion. I would never.
Literally, not everyone does that. So when I did it, it's like, oh, so she's an advocate for abortion. She's always having an abortion. It's like, I'm like, dude, I had one abortion. Like,
exactly.
I just decided to talk about it this year, and it's like, oh, that's who she is. She sleeps around and she just kills her child.
And people don't know what reasons you might, you know, because sometimes you don't want to be stuck with someone who's going to be abusive for the rest of your life because of a kid.
Literally, like, you can't just, like, that's what I'm saying. This year was completely eye-opening to a lot of things, because we always have these expectations for ourselves, and then not realizing that other people also have expectations for us, and then when we don't reach that, they're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and again, here's the craziest thing I've noticed, I've realized, and I am trying to work on, is feeling like I'm worth of being loved only when I'm like accomplishing something.
Oh yes.
It's like, and I'm like, if I am not at my best, I feel like I'm not worthy of anything, you know.
That's not a good feeling.
I know, and I feel like most of my success, I know it's a bad thing, but came from me trying to prove that I am, it's gonna sound horrible, but there's parts of me in the early beginning of my career where I was just trying to prove to like a couple of people, or like maybe someone, that hey, I'm actually like very capable of much more. I can do, you know, I can do this, you know, love me, blah blah blah.
Love me regardless,
you know. But then I this year I realized that, hey, people don't care. You could be Beyonce and they would still not love you.
No, I think it's also eye-opening that a lot of people are very conditional with their love. So when you only doing good, then they love you, but when you're not doing good, then there's no love. So that's like a very conditional love that people do show, and not a lot of people are able to give unconditional love.
That is
true. Do you believe
true.
that you give unconditional love?
I feel like I give unconditional love if it's either platonic or like, you know, romantic or whatever. I will love you regardless. You know, if you my friend and you at your worst, like, trust me, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
And if you're a dude and I like you, I'll never think less of you because, you know, you at your lowest. Because you know what, everyone goes through that, and sometimes everyone needs that, because I've been there. I know how much everyone needs someone when they're at their lowest, and
Literally.
it's actually like very beautiful to have someone at your lowest.
I feel like that's why we click like that, because we both are very unconditional loving people.
Yeah.
If you have someone in whether it's a platonic relationship or romantic relationship, when one person is conditional and one's unconditional, it's never going to work. So when there's a friendship that is both unconditional, then it's like, okay, I got you through good and bad. It doesn't matter whether there's any negatives, positives, we just got each other like that.
Exactly.
Because it's not a thing of, okay, I like you because you do this or because you do that. It's not, I got you regardless.
Exactly. And
so that year, I think this year also opened your eyes to that thing.
Yeah, it opened my eyes to a lot of things, especially when I got like sick a lot this year. I feel like no one actually cared, and I feel like including my family. Like, I would just text my cousin and be like, I'm at the hospital, no calls, no anything. Like, at that time, I'm at the hospital, it's fucking 2 a.m.
Yes.
And I'm in pain and I'm being injected with a lot of shit at that time.
You're alone.
And I'm alone. Do you understand how crazy that is? Or, the one thing that like really made me feel, loved was at my graduation. Like, my family did not come, but there was no tent. There was my friend Lelo, and when I collapsed again in public, Lelo stays in Pretoria, but she was there. And that's when I was like, you know what, maybe I may not get that unconditional love from my family, but you know what,
but you'll find it somewhere else.
I'll find it somewhere else. And
it will be the people that are not even your blood relatives that will actually have you, like you, they got your back, like they're your ride or dies.
Exactly. Because even like people say a lot of things about guy friends, but my guy friends helped me. There was a period where I was sick and I was staying with my guy friends. Like, I was fucking sick that I couldn't get out of bed. Do you get that? And there was times where I was like mad suicidal. Guess who was there for me? Friends, and like all that stuff. So like, friendship is like very important to me. People, I mean, like, sure, I lost a friend this year because she was doing like a lot of weird shit, and then like betraying everyone and like doing all that stuff, trying to like basically ruin relationships with people that are like fond of me, saying that I said this, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. And I'm like, what, I'm not fake. If you come to me and say, did you say this about me, I'll tell you I said this about you, and you know that you did it. And you know that you did it, so you can't be mad that I said that about you. If you did it, you did it. But now if it's things that I don't know about, and it's like this person is telling people this, or like when I leave the room you start like acting like me, and I'm like,
but I feel like we'll always be letting go of friendships too. Like, I don't feel like it's a bad thing to like lose friendships too.
It's
because sometimes you realize that, oh shit, this person was actually not good for me, or maybe they only served a purpose and they're not needed anymore in your future. Because I mean, you're also growing as an individual. They're growing, or they're not growing. They're staying stagnant or whatever. And then it's like, you can't pull them with you. Like,
I mean, I feel like I tried with her.
You see,
like, I really
you
tried.
Can't do that.
I tried to put her on like a lot of things that I was doing, and the rest of my mutual friends that we had. Everyone tried to put her on, but it was not happening. She chose to fuck up her life over a man.
No. You can't. Like, I feel like once someone shows you who they are, don't recolor them. And I think that's one thing we both have done out this year. Is that someone shows you, I'm not a good person, but no, we want to be like, okay, let me show you.
It's like, I'm a piece of shit, but no, you know what? No, you can be a flower. You can be a flower.
No, the garbage. Let them be garbage. Like, they will never be a flower. They are smelly, dirty garbage. Let's leave them like that. We can't recolor them and make them a flower. We don't have magic.
Like, I don't like when things end on like bad terms, because I feel like I don't care. No, I'm just saying that, like, with friendships, I have friendships that ended, but it was like very amicable, and it was like, you know what, it's not working for us anymore, and it's okay. And there's like situations with men, let me just say relationships, because nature of relationship differs, right? It could be like an actual relationship, dating, blah blah. It could be a situation.
Relationships.
Yeah. So there's some that ended like very like, you know, it's like it's not working. It's okay.
Yeah.
We don't need to hate each other. You know, I don't believe in the whole thing of like hating blah 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 blah. Because you know what, we're not working, but I still care about you. And if I saw you stranded somewhere, I would help you.
Yeah.
And if you got hit by a car, you know what, I'll call the ambulance for you, even though I hate taking calls.
Okay, I'm not like you then.
No, it depends.
I don't care.
But here's the thing, it depends. There's like maybe 1, 2 that like if they were like right here dying in front of me and then like I had the antidote to like that, I would just throw it away.
Okay, I wouldn't do that.
I would.
Okay, I wouldn't do that. But like,
I would.
I don't leave things negatively. I just leave it as it is. And if it's negative, it's negative. I'm not gonna try to make it better. It's whatever.
No, but
I'm
that's
just gonna
the thing.
cut you off and be done with you. If we never talk again, we never talk again. If you contact me, I will ignore you.
But that's the thing, it means things were sour towards the end. Sometimes things are not sour towards the end. You outgrow people. It's like totally normal. Because here's the thing, there's people that I was with and I feel like a part of me would not do that right now. Like even if we worked for a while and my issues did not get in the way of it, at this point in my life I would not do that. I feel like younger me would be like, oh, that's a nigga that rap. But now I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want a nigga that rap. I'm sorry, I'm old and I actually want to have a stable career, and I want you to have a stable career. Go, you know what? Go study. Go do something with your
I
life.
feel you on that. Like having an artist and dating anyone in the industry is honestly hell. So it is hell. I completely get that. And it's like, damn, it's not stable. It's like you question a lot of things. And like when you are growing as an individual, it's like, okay, if that's all that they want to do with their lives, it's like, damn,
It's not gonna work because
how are we ever gonna grow?
if I'm stuck with you until we're 40, then like, do you see the problem? Do you see the problem?
Especially if you're dating someone who fell off. No shade.
I'm sorry, that's my type. I used to like niggas that fell off.
Nah,
so
girl.
bad.
You can't be like imagine dating an artist and you still date an artist that fell off. Nah, girl. Nah, we can't do that to ourselves, because it's like, what the hell do we want with our lives? Like, and then you support them because that's your man.
Look, I'm
You're
very
like, that's my man.
You know what? I like with my nigga. I don't care if, you know, like we not official or anything. Like I'll be there front row cheering you on. Like I'll be a biggest supporter and all that stuff. And it's, you know, it's embarrassing because
It is embarrassing, especially if it doesn't work out, because then you look like a fool for supporting.
no, but I never feel bad. You know what? They needed that. You know, you needed that, and I was that for you.
But now, nah, see, now that's the problem.
But yeah, I'm not. I haven't actually like. I've never. This year I've never talked to like any new rapper like all that stuff. Okay.
Lift up.
Okay. Okay. No,
We didn't. There's no one in the industry, but yeah, in all this year, like it was really, it just helps you grow.
It was eye-opening. Like I feel like I've learned to be the better version of myself, and
Yeah, now I learned that I have to just let go of a lot of things, like starting afresh completely, letting go of everyone,
yeah,
everything, just
that one.
making my life my best life, because at the end of the day, who else is going to live your life except you? So
Exactly.
we got to choose what's best for us. And I think that's the one thing I actually learned, was to just survive. Like that's my biggest goal this year is I'm alive. Like today's the 31st and I'm alive.
And that's so real.
Like we are alive, girl. Like we did that.
We're still here. You know what? And we are in bikinis and we are hot as fuck.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm over everyone. Like one thing about me is that I couldn't let go of anyone or anything. And this year was just like one of those moments where I just like, I'm able to detach from people that I felt like I owe them a connection.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Despite everything that happened, I'm like, I love my family very much, but I don't owe them a connection anymore. Like, I'll be there, I'll see you guys, I'll talk to you, but I don't owe you a connection because I don't feel, I have never felt loved as a kid. I still don't feel loved even right now because I feel like I'm loved conditionally. Because you know what, no one actually ever cares about me except when I'm there. You know, and it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't want to be in such spaces. I love my family, I really love them, but
from a distance.
I want to love them from a distance. And
so there's like a lot of letting go that happened this year. Just a lot of letting go of expectations, letting go of people, letting go of
everything,
wanting things that don't want us the way we deserve to be wanted.
I know.
So it's I think that was 2024. It's just like a year of just letting go because we can't keep on holding on and then expecting to grow.
Exactly. You know, like the good things are never gonna come if you keep holding on to the bad things because there's no space for new things. You know,
you need to make space around you, and that's just pushing.
And I feel like the moment I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a life that's beautiful for myself.
Yes.
And I know this happened in my life and it totally sucked. But you know what? That's okay. I can make things that don't suck in the future.
Literally.
You know, and when I look back, I'll be like, that did not suck. You know.
What was your most painful experience this year? Like, if you have to really think, fuck, this shit hurt me. This hurt me.
My family not coming to my graduation, that did sting. I feel like that's the reason I haven't been able to go home. I can't bring myself to go home because I'm inside I'm actually still pissed. And I mean, I do try to call them here and there, but I'm like, I can't.
It's like that was a very big straw that they crossed, or line that they crossed.
That was the biggest moment of my life. It's like I dropped out, and you guys are like, go back to school, and no one's helping me with fees or anything. I work my ass off. At the same time, I'm sick, and then I actually work my ass off, and I do my schoolwork and I do pay for school while at the same time I'm shooting, trying to make rent, trying to make school, trying to have school fees and all that stuff all at once by myself. And the one
all
thing
they could have done was come
show up.
All they could have done was just be there
at
on
least
that day.
Exactly, at least one person's show up.
No, I feel you on that.
They show up, and one thing that I didn't want, and then they called me and then they were like, do you want your uncle's wife to come through? And I'm like, this is someone who was appointed as my legal guardian when my mom died and didn't want anything to do with me. Why would I want her at my graduation? I didn't want her. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but if you cool with my mom before my mom dies and my mom's like, oh, be the legal guardian for my kids when I die because I'm sick, blah blah blah, and you guys actually had a conversation about that, and then when I die you are absolutely horrible to me that I have to go and stay with my aunt. Do you understand?
Nah.
And I don't want that.
That's painful because that's a good moment. You don't want someone who brought pain into your life at that day either.
Exactly.
So it's like the other family members that actually could have come couldn't come, and that's what the hell, they could have come.
Exactly, because
and you deserved for them to come. I don't know, I can't even think of what was the most painful year because I got my mom off this year, and that was the worst thing ever because I genuinely never ever thought in my entire life that I'd ever got her off. That was one person I thought I'd keep in my life forever. And then I went through a a traumatic ass relationship, breakup, and it's damn, I thought we're gonna get married. I thought you're gonna give me a child because I had an abortion, and it's damn, it wasn't a thing I actually wanted to do initially. So it's I thought I'm getting a baby. I never got that.
And you thought you're getting married.
Nah, so it was nah, I rather got cheated on and manipulated, gaslit, and even thought I was crazy. I got admitted to a mental health facility. Nah, I don't know. My year was very painful, so I think that's the biggest pains of the year. But for the most part, what was the best parts? Let's think about the best. Let's not dwell too much on the pain.
Okay, what was the best part? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I feel like graduating was also like a very.
So like there's a, it's like a.
It's like a
yin yang.
Exactly. It was still like the best moment of my
That's
life because I'm like, you
amazing.
know what? I did this. I did that by myself, and I did that, despite everything that happened and with no support, with nothing. I did that, and I did that for myself, and I decided, hey, I have a passion in this and I'm gonna follow it through, and I did, and I'm super proud of myself for that.
You should be.
I literally could not believe it until when you're actually on that stage and they call your name and you just they're like, I did that.
I did
it was all worth it.
Yes.
Everything I have went through, all the social media, everything people said about me and all that stuff. But you know what? You paid for that. But you guys paid for that. You guys made that possible despite you think you bashing me is like a horrible thing, but you helped me gain traction. And you know what that did? That paid those fees. And you know what? I graduated. So everything felt like super worth it. It was like everything just came together in that moment, and I was like,
Perfect.
it was perfect.
Nah, I'm glad, and you should be proud, and I'm proud of you too. Like you deserved that for yourself. Like you work way too hard, I don't know. I can't say one thing is most of my last few months has been good, but I can't say one thing. I think maybe just moving out. For the first time, I never thought I'd move out like that. I did want to move out because I'm getting old, but I think that was a good moment because I was like, damn, I could do this. Like, I didn't know how, but I figured it out and I moved out. So I think that was my biggest highlight thing, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a horrible year, but like a lot of good things happened. I feel like it had like lessons to make like the next year better. Like it's gonna be totally better. I know better. I feel better. I am gonna do better.
Like going into the new year, there's so much hope.
It's less dread, more hope, more excitement. More like I can't wait to live my best life, and I can't wait to do right by me and like not put myself in situations that hurt me, ruin me, whatever.
And just letting go. I feel like that's a good way to just be like, we're ending the year and we're saying goodbye to everything that hurt us.
Exactly. And yeah.
Well, yeah, let's cheers to our very first podcast because I feel like
we said everything.
Yeah,
well, there's more, but you know what?
Let's cheers, and then we just be like, cheers to 2025 and goodbye 2024.
You're gonna be an amazing year, and I'm gonna get laid finally.
Yes, by someone good for you.
No, I'm kidding. I don't want anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I really don't.
I don't know what I want. I want to just stay motivated and not procrastinate.
I want more money and to always be working.
Okay.
And not procrastinate.
Yeah.
I need that to stop.
But yeah.
So thank you guys for watching this, and yeah, there's gonna be more. There's gonna be every episode every Sunday, and there's gonna be new episodes every Sunday.
And yeah, that was
two girls.
2 girls and one mic. 2 girls, 1 mic. We'll get the hang of it. We're figuring it out.
Please hit the like button. Tell us what you guys think.
Comment down what you guys thought of our first episode. Did you guys enjoy it? Do you have any remarks? We are getting into this still, so we okay with criticism for now, but don't be too rude.
Don't be too rude. Okay, we like doing this very abrupt. We don't have all the equipment. We making it work though. And also
starting from scratch.
Yeah, and tell us what you guys want to leave behind in 2024, because a lot happened. It was a shit year for all of us, but like a lot of good things happened. Tell us what you guys want to leave behind. What was your highlight and what was your most painful moment?
And let us know how your first week of Jan was.
Oh yeah, I want to know that. What did you guys get up to? Because we are actually just gonna sit here and cook, and
Wholesome
then
vibes.
listen to Taylor Swift and get drunk and bleach your hair, and then that's it.
Yeah, wholesome vibes.
Yep.
Bye, guys.